We in the building. We are in the building. Yeah, well, we getting in here. Pause. Listen, get in the live. Hit the like button. Hit the Cash App. We're gonna put the Cash App in there early for y'all get the comment in. Get in the live, man. We in the live. Come on. Gotta get this work today. Niggas kicking me off their platforms. They kicking me. They kicking me off the platforms, dog. They kicking me off the platforms, y'all. Nigga told me when I come on this show, I gotta let niggas attack me. Ladies and gentlemen, like nigga, you drunk. About to sit in here and let niggas just talk crazy. Bro, is you drawn? Is you drawn, my G? Is you drawn? Oh, there we go. But to say I knew I had a little joint. Man, my man said I gotta let niggas attack me. Like, no, bro. That ain't a thing. Come in the line, get your work. I'm about to start talking that shit, snai. You about to get that work. Yeah, we about to get that work, my G. Definitely about to get it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time. Coming alive, we just gonna get in here. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my D, and my dog Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus, yeah. Brother, my tree just smoking. Everything poet. Say what I want, no glucose, no sugar coating. I break it down. I do my history. Plus, I'm the truth and I'm super sharp mentally. Boy, I'm a god, you're not seeing me physically. Plus, I stop you. I'm talking about. Get in the live. Hit the thumbs up. Most definitely. Just rolled up, grabbed the celly, seen the live. Tyrone, bro, you gonna get some free gloves. Keep playing with me, my nigga, because I've logically speaking, you sound like a thorough guy. You know what I'm saying? You sound like you thorough with it. Shout out to Mill City Boxing. We just left Mill City Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day. We just left Mill City. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my D, and my dog, Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. We just left Mill City. We working. We were just over there chopping it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's gonna be lit right there. No, most definitely, bro. Like, you be on your shit, bro. Like, you good people. So I could tell. You answer anybody who answers the phone for niggas they don't know for real. You good people for real. Am I on the screen? I'm out. You know who I'm talking to, cause boy, I beat your ass. Like,
I see you mad. I got that bag.
yeah. Yeah, we back though. We back in the John. It's the best time of the day. We getting it in 7 minutes. We almost at the season of Ma'at. Ma'at is tomorrow. Ma'at is tomorrow. The 11 law of God. Ma'at. Truth, justice, law, and order. That's all I need. Got about 45 more seconds. We're letting y'all get in the live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day. It's the best time of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man, my D, and my dog, Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus, yeah. Brother, my tree just smoking. Everything poet. Oh, say what I want, no glucose, no sugar coating. We back. What's good with y'all? We just getting a little live in. We was on a boxing voice earlier today. Nigga Ness kicked me off. He said, this is the thing, like, why is it when I'm talking, I wasn't even talking at this point. I was just on there listening. A man called in. Listen, when you call in with the negative energy, I'ma dead you, bro. I'm gonna dead you. So you could call in and waste your money. Is you really gonna be wasting it? Like, and the things you want to say about me, it's a sad projection because you really feel them about you. They have nothing to do with me. It says, can you book a pro fight for a fighter? Yes, I can. Yes, I can book a pro fight for a fighter. It's gonna cost a fee. What happened? A random caller came in and got to talking like he was first. He came in to John and was like, shout out to Marco, shout out to Ness. If I don't say your name, you ain't important. Listen, I know you talking about me. Cause niggas love to hate me. So I know you hate yourself. Well, due to the rules that I follow, you're not hating me. You really mad at yourself because you didn't box. But he got in and then I was muted. I had nothing to say. Who with the cashy? We got Gifted with $5. Let me see. Gifted. Oh, you want me to manage you? Where you at? But hold on. Listen. Hit my cash out with it. No, don't hit my cash out. You hit my cash out. Listen, bro. Hit my email, troyking111@gmail.com. troyking111@gmail.com. You better be serious about boxing. I dead you and you will be gone in a second. I'm not wasting my time on my resources. So you better be willing to train. And if I'm managing you, then I damn near got to be training you because You cannot go anywhere with me not looking better than me. You got to look better than me, my nigga. You got to be sharper than I was in the boxing ring. If you not sharper than me, bro, I'm not about to waste my time and resources on getting you fights with my Chicanos, my Chicos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to waste my time doing that, man. I fucks with my Mexican folks. I fucks with all people, but when I go to Mexico, bro, I'm known as KuernoDeChivo. We do not put on bad performances. But getting fights for you is nothing. You better have your bread right. Fundamentally minded. So going back, we was on the John, and dude came in on the chat. First, I told you he said what he said. If you ain't such and such, you're not important. I was like, first I ain't even say nothing because I'm muted and I got my headphones on and I'm muted so you can't hear me. Then he let his conversation go, and then I'm gonna tell you the story. Then I'm gonna tell you what sparked it. Then he let the converse. He got his bars off, and then he gonna say, "I'm gonna spend the last bit of my call to go in on this nigga Troy, man, just because you box." And then he got on that same corny shit that corny niggas get on. See, this is something. Listen, blood. I'm gonna explain this to you, cause ma'ah and ma'at is laws of the spiritual world and laws of the physical world. Metaphysical, because ma'at means masculine, which is electricity, and then at is earth or land, like the word tu'at, like Tutankhamen, tu, under, at, land, the underworld, nigga. The higher dimensions is the underworld. All right. So he came in, he got to run in his mouth about something he never did. Because only niggas who never box and competed and put it on the line is mad about somebody boxing. And listen, blood, if I can't be on your show because I physically boxed and a nigga get on there, now this is what sparked it. Mike Gross got on there talking about Canelo ain't never did nothing because he using weight hydration clauses. And listen, that's not an excuse over here. As a professional boxer, that is not an excuse. A clause in a contract is not an excuse or why you couldn't perform, Mike. I'm gonna dress niggas on my shit. And if you want to come on here and get this fucking work, excuse my language, Mr. Gross, you could definitely come on here and get this work, my nigga. Like, I ain't scared to get no work. If you don't know shit about boxing because you never boxed, listen how crazy this is. That's like me telling my man Gross, I know how it is not to be able to use my limbs when I'm not paralyzed, bro. Like, that is so disrespectful. Like, that's like me trying to say, no, bro, it's not, that shit ain't nothing, bud, because you gotta be in a wheelchair. No, that doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense. This is gonna be another one of those. Listen, blood, you cannot be angry because somebody did something. Let's go down the line. We're gonna go down the line. You've been in the street. We're gonna start at the lowest form. If you ain't ever sell crack and you ain't ever sell hard narcotics, heroin, dog food, whatever in the streets, I don't care on any level. You should not open your mouth about it. If you're not a police officer, you don't know what it is to be a police officer, to work for any department as a police officer. anywhere in the United States, why would you say what the man says doesn't matter? That doesn't make any logical sense. No, listen, it makes no logical sense, bro. How is it making any sense that a man who's on the channel for the sole purpose of technical boxing, because that's what a nigga did, and you gonna say that, man, my opinion? No, listen, bro, that's what niggas is confused on the Kilatainment channel. Remember, I am not Troy Kilatainment King. I am Hamza. I work for Troy Kilatainment King. What you need to realize is you didn't box like Troy Kilatainment King, Mike Gross. Nothing of the sort. I didn't do what you did, and you didn't do what I did. So, in turn, what I'm saying has nothing to do with my opinion, bro. I don't dwell in opinions. I don't do that, bro. Like, what are you like? And that's the thing I had to tell Ness when he on my phone and we talking boxing, bro. I'll actually box. This is not an opinion. What are you talking about? I can't argue with opinions. If you truly want to argue an opinion, you have to do that in public court. That's what that's for. Arguing an opinion is for public court. That's why they call it public opinion. When you become a bondholder, you become an attorney in fact. When you become a foreign private status, trust fund, Never Never Land Ranch, Michael Jackson, Justin Biebs, Mariah Carey. You want me to just keep naming them? Like, that don't make sense. You can't, that don't even make no, somebody hit my door. Hold on. Oh, assalamu alaikum. I told you to mail it, bud. Why wouldn't you mail it? Like,
because I can't. I lost my iPad, and I was texting my iPad, and it wasn't connected to my phone. And I'm like, I gotta find his address. So I drove all over and I was trying to figure out where he lived.
look, I gave you my address. I know that, but you should have emailed me or something because I've been through a lot of trauma, and I don't deal with niggas coming to my home no more because I'm foreign and private. You know what I'm saying? Because the police have been running down on me, and I've been actually in the courts doing what niggas say they do, and they don't do. Like, go against the courts and the bureaucrats of the government. Like, I'm really doing that. As a profitable man. So when you, like, telling me I don't dwell in synagogues and things like that, because if a good Muslim is a good Christian. And that's the synagogue of Satan. That's what the Spirit of the Lord says. So, like, those are the things that I've learned from reading and studying and committed my life to this. So I can't really, and then once I got with the United States and got protected by them, I see what the real prejudice is. They don't want you spending your own money. So, listen, I got a new number. I'll hit you. You look nice in your Shabbat in your job. Listen, get on the vegan diet. Because when I took my Shahada, that's what he said brought me to Islam. He said a vegan diet.
Yeah, I know.
So get on it, my nigga. Ain't no excuses. You with Allah now. Consciousness and will. Hey, listen, I love you. Thank you.
Me too. All right, just hit me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you.
All right.
Where your husband? Well, I'll hit you. You see what I'm saying, blood? My bad, y'all. Like, niggas be knocking on my door, and I gotta be like, my bad, blood. I know y'all probably heard some of that. Like, man, y'all gotta excuse me, dog. Like, I deal with a lot. Like, I listen. It's not what you think, my G. Like, if you heard that conversation, you heard it. If you didn't hear it, if you heard it, put a 1 in the chat. Put it no, if you heard it, put a 0 in the chat. If you heard what I said at the door, put a 0 in the chat. If you didn't hear it, it's good. But listen, I'm not Mike Gross was on there talking about weight hydration clauses, which is a technical thing in boxing, and then he wanted to argue an opinion over that. And then after arguing and saying I wasn't talking about no weight and all of that. Thank you, Legacy blood. Listen, blood, give me a couple days and let me calibrate my mental through meditation. You gonna fuck around and be a moderator because you keep in order. Like when I need to know something, bro, you don't be hesitating. The niggas don't be hesitating. If you watching this and I tell you to put a 0 in the chat, if you heard what I said at the door, put a 0 in the damn chat, bro. This is a community. I'm asking for something. You never know who could be coming to my door. No, I'm already free, nigga. It's like what, nigga? I keep telling y'all, nigga, I'm free. I'm a free soul, bro. I'm good. I am good, my G. I'm always good because I will it. Talk sports plus TV. Yeah, like, see, that's the thing. Like, see, y'all, this what y'all don't understand. Like, it's getting to the point where my physical body has been under duress from the boys repeated times for falsely accused of silly shit like fat finger mistakes in the corporate world. So you have to really understand it's kind of hard for a man to keep his stability. A regular man, a God man, it's not even up to question. I'm just going to go through the spiritual procedures and the administrative procedures to get things done properly, peacefully, because I'm a peaceful, private, Nubian American on paper, not just was saying out of my mouth. I'm telling you what's on paper. So when you listen, I'm on BoxRec. I'm on BoxRec on paper. So when it comes to cutting weight, having weight clauses in contracts, excuse me, why in turn are you arguing with me about something you never done, and then another man comes on the channel and tries to disrespect a guest host on a show that has 200,000 subscribers, which is damn near a quarter of a million. It's actually a fourth of a million. He had 197. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally kicked me off his show and was like, "Man, listen, you can't come back until you be more mature." I said, "My nigga, mature is letting a nigga take a cash app to come shit on me. I'm not getting no cash apps. And listen, y'all niggas can't pay me to talk crazy to me. I'll slap. Listen, blood, that ain't a thing. The fuck is you talking about, bro? My physical body is made up of the astrological sign of a Leo. Why, in turn, would I sit there and let you talk to me crazy when the spirit to run my body need to be protected? Don't act like what I'm saying is stupid. It makes perfect logical sense. You're not about to sit and shit on things that I've done and I've chosen to do them, and some of my counterparts in boxing have died. And then you gonna get on here and say, why when somebody can't listen, niggas can have their opinions, but when I tell you a weight clause in the contract ain't no excuse, shut the fuck up. That's when you shut up. That's why I gotta look at the mic like that, pause. Like you gotta be quiet. This is not your expertise. Am I lying? Somebody tell me if I'm lying. Like, if I'm concealing the truth, put set in the comments. SET. Because that's a form. Listen, concealing the truth, avoiding to avoid to take a loss from others, concealing any truths pursuant to taking a loss, because you're trying to avoid that at the expense of others and the environment. Listen, that's Satanism. It's in African laws. If you distort the truth to shift blame on others, if you distort the truth to gratify your sensual emotions and passions, bro. Like, am I saying something that don't make sense? Tell me. Tell me if that doesn't make sense, my community, my boxing community. So no, I'm not about to let you sit on no platform, collect securities. Securities are government bills, bonds, notes. Through Cash App. I'm not going to let you collect securities and then a nigga could just call in and be talking crazy about me. No, bro. I protect myself at all times. God neither heals, kills, steals, protects, or does anything. It left you all with the power to do it yourself, bro. It said right here on the 5th law. See, this is the thing. When it gets to spirituality, you can say what you want. The universe is the feminine energy, nigga. You gotta have bars. So it don't matter what you're here to. I study it so I can know it. Because I literally lead my life with no prejudice. My prejudice is not even for the ignorant. You bliss. I gotta let you do your thing. It says right here, know that God neither punishes nor rewards nor protects. So when you all here talking about God is punishing me, it say it right here in the 11 laws. So that means even in boxing, when you get your ass punished in the ring, it's because you didn't do what you were supposed to do when nobody was watching, and that's in the dark. What's done in the dark shall come to the what? The light. If you're not boxing in the dark and working on your craft, you're gonna look like ass in the under the lights. Under the lights. Remember how they say, yeah, he be looking good, and see that you don't know what go on in here. That's a good thing that my man Mill City Boxing said today. And no, my man Ring Walk Dan said this. He said, see, y'all, see Dan on the Boxing Voice, bro. Y'all was giving him problems, bro. Like, no, bro. I talked to Cuz. Like, Cuz, he be in the gyms, bro. Know that God neither punishes nor rewards nor protects. That you will have the comfort of controlling these yourself. You know why? Because you got something in your body called electricity that's of God that animates you, nigga. Electromagnetism. Ain't nothing to talk about. So, like, when niggas be making up excuses for weight clauses, ain't no excuse. Should be general principle anyways. Don't talk no different on the phone. There in a man's face. I wouldn't feel right. It's not even about that, bro. It's about wasting your brain. Well, no, it is about that. Jay, that's my point, blood. Once you signed, Jay, you signed, bro. My man Jay, long time garlic butter representative. Once you signed, you signed. Where's these excuses that these Negroes got, bro? These excuses got to stop, my nigga. These excuses have to stop. Like, I don't understand these excuses that y'all niggas got for other men. It's crazy talk. Like, no, my G. First of all, if you don't know about weight clauses and all of that, then you shouldn't be opening your mouth. Like, you and then you had the nerve to tell me I don't care if you boxing. I don't care. Listen, bro, you sound crazy. Now you belligerent. You literally telling somebody you don't care what they did. Your opinion is fact. Listen, bro, I'm not trying to argue opinions. Like, that's not what men and real women do. Listen, I'm going to say it. A real God, a natural man and woman, they do not argue. They do not argue opinion. The fuck am I gonna argue your opinion for? I don't even dwell in opinion. Why would I do that? I don't dwell in opinionated statements, bro. That's why some of this stuff be happening in court like it be happening. Because people be dwelling in opinionated statements, practicing law. When you're not an American. If you're an American on paper, you determine the law in the courtroom. That's why when you boxing and then they say, hey, I need you and your chief second. And when you training a fighter, you tell him who the boss in there. I'm the boss. I control what's going on. I'm the ring general. You never even done anything trying to be a general over an opinion. Man, what? That is what you call bars. My spiritual teachings are called bars, which is a rhythmic metric of music. Or in rap is when you rhyme. The cat and the hat. That's one bar. Okay? That's a bar. Okay? If you don't know how to count music, you don't know how to count it. The cat in the hat was with a bat. That's 3 rhyming words, but only 2 bars. If you literally gonna ignore something that a man did, bro, that's why people be in the situations and the things they be in with no protection. Remember, the 11 laws of God. Listen, this is something that no man can argue with. Nothing on this earth was born before an African. So when Africans have made laws, listen, to be fair, this is sad because to be African is it feels sometimes logically it looks unfair. That's why Bob Arum for Top Rank is telling you, you go to any ghetto. I'm ghetto. You go to any ghetto in the world. You grab a black man, you take him to a boxing gym. You have minimal work to do for him to become a champion. So over here, yes, we have rules at Top Rank to keep it fair biochemically. Now, if you're going to say that in the public, bro, I got to respect it. What are we talking about? People listen, boxing, bro, y'all on here because you know why people love boxing? Because it's dangerous. 2 people are fighting. Like, come on, blood. We just talking regular bars from Al Sar, omnipresent. Yes, sir. No, these are bars from Amen. I am Al Sar, but now I'm Amen. Heru Hamza Heru Amen. Once you start practicing the Habet in Ba, which are the rights for your soul, that's what that stands. That's what that means. The righteous of the soul. Like you got your own time period, legacy. You catch up on your. Remember what they say. Take your time. But I thought it was only one time on this earth because right now in California, Pacific Standard, it's 4:38. So that means how can everybody take their own time? Abel and Cain were both born before Noah was born, which he was the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They can't be African respectfully. They can be because the places where they talking about Ham is the king of Egypt. So everybody with with Ham in their name is from Africa. That's Abraham. You don't know these people real names, Aaron. You just talking. Have you ever see this is where niggas get put in the bag. Aaron, have you studied any African cultures? Do you know them? Or are you just talking about a Bible? Because a Bible, the Geneva Bible, was in 1560 and the King James Version was published in 1611, nigga. What is you talking about, nigga? And the Ethiopian Bible was brought from the Greeks, from the lower Caucasus mountains and the highest Caucasus. That's where they're called Caucasians. Bro, what are you talking about? Over time, they grew into the people they are today. I love my Caucasians and my Germans and my Russians and my Turks and all my folks. But you're not about to get on here and act like you know something and you ain't delved in no African artwork and any African cultures of antiquity. Any man's supposed to do that. I've talked to people who work at Stanford. They're professors. They tell you everybody has the Ankh in them, meaning we all have 1% African in us. My homie, who is Nicaraguan, which is Nika, which is a sovereign title of Ethiopia, and agua means water. Nicaragua. That means people from the black water, and then you look on their flag and it's a blue pyramid. My nigga, what is you talking about? Do you know anything? Because that's how Americo Vespucci got his name. To name America, to start the business from the Spaniards in Italy after they were conquered by the Mauritania and Morocco. And Moor means the face of the black. Do you know that, blood? Do you know in Deuteronomy chapter 28-27, it says the Lord will bite you with the botch of Egypt, will smite you? You know what? You think it's a game, blood. You don't know nothing about that book. And that's why I be on here bagging y'all. That's why I'm on here talking about boxing and anything under that. That's why I have to draw these things down for y'all in three-dimensional constructs. This is why I'm in this room by myself having a conversation with my community, which is anyone who wants to come in here and articulate and just not throw out random things and talk about Abel and Cain is able to do, and that Cain is a nigga with a crutch. It's a story of duality. Those people never existed. It's a parable, a fable. Like, bro, what? Bro, you don't ever do that again. Don't ever do it again, bro. I'll ban you from this bitch. Like, don't ever do that again, my G. And that's what I don't be understanding, why people get on here running their mouth talking about respectfully they couldn't be. Bro, all these people's in these books is African. What is you talking about, bro? We talking about the biggest continent in the world. We talking about Europe going over there colonizing, segregating them so they can't be like the United States, and have the United States as a district running 50 districts and having their own territories on top of it, known as Puerto Rico, the Marina Islands, the Samoa Islands. These are all facts. So when you get on here running your mouth, know what you're really talking about. Because if you don't, I will put you in a Birkin. You will go in a Birkin, bro. No, he wasn't. Okay, Ham was one of the worst. Then what did Abraham do? What did Muhammad do? You sound stupid. You sound stupid. You sound ignorant, bro. It say right here in your Bible, the Lord will smite thee with a botch of Egypt and the emerods and with the scab and with the itch whereof thou canst not be healed. So why do you know what smite mean? Let's look it up. Hey Siri, define the word smite.
Smite is a literary term. As a verb, it means strike with a firm blow. Do you want to hear the next one?
Yes.
As a verb, it means be strongly attracted to someone or something. Do you want to hear the last one?
Yes.
Smite is an archaic term. As a noun, it means a heavy blow or stroke with a weapon or the hand.
All right. Now, out of 3 definitions, if both talking about a blow to the head, what you think they talking about in that verse? And then we're gonna ask the definition of the word botch, so we can make sure we have it in full context. Hey Siri, if you don't understand that in the Bible that you quoting, nigga, then you need to read. It's telling you the Lord will hit you over your head if anybody go into Egypt and botch it, fuck it up, do something wrong with it.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Of course you don't. That's what it means. That's in Deuteronomy, wrote by Moses. Tut Moseh, the high priestess of Akhenaten. You don't know none of that shit, bro. Hey, bro, go on, bro. You gotta go on timeout, nigga. You gotta go on timeout. You need a 10-minute timeout. No, you need a 5-minute timeout because you need a 5-minute timeout because you haven't done your research, your African research, Aaron Robinson. You haven't done your African research, bro. You got to get into Africa and do more research, my G. It's saying right here, the Lord will hit thee with a blow with the botch of Egypt. Hey Siri, define the word botch.
Botch is an informal term. As a verb, it means carry out a task badly or carelessly. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
Botch is an informal term. As a noun, it means a bungled or badly carried out task or action.
So in the Bible, the Christian, the Christos, but listen, bro, the fact that my man Aaron doesn't understand that the word Christian comes from the word Christos in Krishna, he's doing himself a disservice. What is a Christos? Jesus is not the Christ. Jesus, the Christ, Jesus is not, can be the Christ. Anybody could be the Christ. The Christ is something that you become when you understand. So to say one person is the only, no, bro, it don't work like that. Jesus be saying this in the Bible. Listen, the man's name was Yeshua Ham Ashiach. Hamashiach, Hamashiach. Who did Noah have? Ham, Shem, which is a Semite, which is an Asiatic black man. This is the crazy part. This man sound even ignorant. If Noah had somebody who was named Ham and he was the first son and he was black, that means his little brother was black. That means the Japet was also black. There were 3 different colors if you even want to use that term in that form. Ham is the king of Egypt, which is in Africa. So anywhere in the Bible Joshua is another name for Yeshua. Because the J didn't even exist. I could just keep going, bro. What are you talking about? The J doesn't exist and come into order until the 15th century. Using the J like a G instead of calling it Niger and you calling it Niger. No, that's not the original name. That's Asiatic Arabic. Those are not the sounds from the Nile Valley where Sudan is. So yeah, bro, niggas got to know what they talking about before they come in here. And that's an example today. This is a clear example when you've done something and read something and you understand etymology of language. You put this histories together. Hold on, I got another thing to show you. Because you got to understand, like, you can't just get in somewhere running your mouth talking about you don't care a man actually did something. You see that, Matt? You see that? Take a picture of that. Screenshot that. Screenshot that. So when niggas is running their mouth, screenshot that. Screenshot it, my G. I'm going to leave it up there for a hot second. These are the original. This was from a certain point in time. Look, they tell you 2100 BCE to 350 BCE. That's just this, Matt. That's just this one. $350 BCE, bro. You see that? Look at the names. Kush, Kemet, Punt. You see where Punt is? That's where they say the original Punt is actually part of Nubia, bro. All of this is new. Nubia owned all of that. Hey Siri, where is Nubia?
Here it is on the map.
What? Let's see where it's at on the map. Hey Siri, where is Nubia located in Africa?
Nubia, ancient region of the Nile River Valley, northeastern Africa. This answer is from Britannica?
You know why they call India the Indus Kush Valley? And then you got Kush on this map? Because Nubia owned everything. It was like Washington, D.C. They franchised the world, my nigga. I got the book of Abraham right here. I got the book of Abraham. Hold on. Where's my book at? It's the book of Ptah. It's over here. Where is it? Hold on 1 second. Here it is. Listen, blood, this was published. Listen, you got to get this book, bro. Y'all got to get this book. Look, I'm putting you on game. Get the book, bro. You got to get the book. The oldest book in the world, bro. Look, man. It's saying this book. Hold on. I'm going to tell you in his book. I've read it already. Hold on. In this book, they tell you that this is where they got Proverbs from. This is where they got Proverbs from. He said this book is where Proverbs came from. And at the end of the book, it tells you about a story. It gives you a story about the man known as Abraham, the 12th, who founded the 12th dynasty. Like, if you never read this book, you should read it. He telling you, I overcame lions. That means he came out of the house of the lion, my nigga. It had nothing to do with animals. See, right then and there, you confused. Like, he's saying it. I overcame lions and I carried off crocodiles. You have a reptilian brain. Means he carried off the crocodile. Actually, he's not dwelling in the reptilian brain. It's the R complex of your brain, bro. It's just really that simple. I'm sorry, blood. It's just that simple. When he tell you that, he telling you he carried off that part. Like on the water boy, the medulla oblongata, when it's not developed, you just into sex, drugs, and mayhem. Shall we carry on? If you carried off the lion, that's the fight and flight mentality of the mammal. You're not in your emotions. I cast the Nubians under my feet. I carried off the southern Nubians. Do you see the difference into that? He telling you I cast the Nubians under my feet. I took control of them. And I carried off the southern Nubians because you carried something, meaning you carried them off. You put them into safety. The southern Nubians are black people. They come from Punt, Kush, Upper Egypt. I caused the Asiatics to flee even as hounds. That's the Semites. It's said in one of the oldest books in the world, and it's spelled Asiatics, Asiatics. Asiatics is an African word, and it means the people from the east. Farther east. I have made me a house adorned with gold, its ceiling with lapis lazuli. He giving you so many bars, bro. Where is the house of Solomon, the temple not built by man? Purple chakra. Lapis lazuli. It's purple, bro. With gold sparks in it. Its walls having deep foundations. Your wall, you don't even, the walls of your mind are unlimitless. There is no limit. It's indefinite. He telling you. Its doors are of copper. Listen, blood. He literally describing the brain, bro. Your hippocampus, where your pineal gland sits, is surrounded by copper, and this is why your pineal gland is a black box. When you start meditating, it resonates electricity through friction. Blood, what? See, you didn't read them books for them Africans to teach you that. This is what he talking about. Their bolts are of bronze. It is made for everlasting. Eternity is in awe of it. It's saying eternity is in awe of your mind because your mind creates the eternity. When you understand your spirit is energy, it can't be created nor destroyed. That's how your body is moving. It's animated. It has animating agents. It says, I know every dimension thereof, O Lord of the world. Who is the Lord of the world? The number one right here. You got Amen at the top, and then you got one. So the same man who's saying they can't be from Africa, this is the Holy Spirit right here, bro. It's a chart of the attributes of God that black people put together so they can build pyramids. Do you see a pyramid in the chart? Do you see squares in the chart? Do you see a circle in the chart? It's a zero. It's known as Amen. It's known as the hidden consciousness of God. You know it's there, my nigga. You know it is. You know for a fact that it is there. Yeah, blood, you got to get in the book and start reading because you ain't read no book. You just talking about a Bible. You haven't cross-referenced it or made a comparative study to any other book using the Bible, let alone the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, any one of them, the Egyptian, the Pert Emheru. You haven't done that, bro. You got to chill out. There are divers devices and buildings. I know the pronouncements of men when inquiring into its beauties. He telling you there are divers devices and buildings. Let's look up what divers mean. Hey Siri, y'all gotta just chill. Come with me on this journey. We here to learn. Hey Siri, define divers.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Hey Siri, define divers.
Diverse means showing a
No.
great deal of variety, very different.
We're gonna look it up. Because it say right here. Hold on. Yep, I want to make sure I spelled it right. Divers is a word they said it's in the Bible too.
Divers.
Of varying types, several. There are divers devices. There are varying types of several devices in buildings. I know the pronouncements. See, when I say that, you automatically think I'm talking about a physical, mechanical thing. No, he's saying the devices of the divers are words of power. He's literally saying, I know their pronouncements. I know the pronouncements of men and inquiring into their beauties. The beauties of knowing the word. Now, don't it say the word was with God? It was, yeah, all right, we're going to continue. But they know not that it was without thee. O my son, Sin Wesret, which was the son of Amenemhet the first, which was Abraham of the 12th dynasty. And people came to try to kill Abraham when his son was off at war in Libya with the true Arabs. Life, safe, and sound be to thee, by thee do I walk. Thou art after my own heart, but thine eyes do I see, born in an hour of delight, with spirits that rendered thee praise. See, y'all never read these, bro. You gotta read this. He telling you, behold, that which I have done at the beginning, let me set it in order for thee at the end. Let me be the landing place of that which is in thy heart. All men together set the white crown on the offspring of the God, fixing it unto its due place. I shall bring thy praises when the boat of Ra. Ra is consciousness and will. It's imperceptible. The kingdom have been from primeval time, not by my doing, who have done valiant things, raise up monuments, make beautiful thy tomb. I have fought against him whom thou knowest, for I desire not that he should be aside thy majesty, life safe and sound. It is finished. Like, this is the appendix of the book, and he's literally telling you a little story that happened to him, and niggas came at him. He telling you, blood, my images are among the living. Listen, y'all gotta really listen. He telling you right here, my images are among the living, and my achievements are among men. But I have made an heroic story that have not been heard, a great feat of arms that have not been seen. Surely one fighteth for the lassoed ox that forgetteth yesterday. The lassoed ox in spirituality is a feminine energy. The golden calf is the imagination. Heteru. It's not what you imagine, it's who's doing the imagining. Are you a human or a divine being? Which one are you? That's the rule of Heteru, the divine ox, that you got a lasso. And good fortunes is no avail unto me, one that cannot perceive it. Listen, and good fortune is of no avail unto one that cannot perceive it. You cannot listen, blood. This is perfect for boxing. If you can't see yourself in the gym training every day, you're not going to see yourself winning a fight. It's basically saying you got to see it in here first. Shout out to the 10 and 10 in the chat. You have to see it in here, my G. So opinions are about a dime a dozen, blood. Facts only thrive in these worlds. These are factual things. You gotta the facts. I'm not here to argue opinions with you. That's something you have to do on your own time. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for them type of opinions and all them stupid ass. Like, it's not stupid. I don't mean it in that context, but I just don't have time to stoop low to opinions. I want to talk about facts at this point in my life. What we actually seen, because in G.I. Joe, they tell you seeing is half the battle. So we got to talk about what we seen, not your opinions, my nigga. Like, when are we ever going to get on that? That's why people be lost at all times, because they're dwelling in the realm of opinions. I don't want to dwell in that realm. I've dwelled in those realms. That's what create the arguments. Opinionated statements that have no sense. Stop making opinionated statements. Your opinion means nothing. State a fact so we can get somewhere. Like, stop with the opinions with me. I don't care nothing about it. I don't care nothing about it, blood. Like, see, this is something that a man only gonna tell you. Shout out to 1111. When thou liest down, have care for thy very life, since friend exists not for a man in the day of misfortunes. I'm gonna read that one more time. When thou liest down, have care for thy very life, since friends exist not for a man in the day of misfortunes. That's a proverb. So you saying back in back in 350 BCE, they was using the word proverb? Man, bro, come on now. I gave to the beggar and I caused the orphan to live. I made him that had not to attain, even as he had, even as he that had. Do you even understand what he's saying? You Bible, like this is why the Bible got this speech from. When you translate the hieroglyphs, it come in this type of Shakespearean. Listen, I don't know too many Caucasians that shook spears. Spears are bows and arrows. And when you're from Nubia, it's literally known as the land of the bow. This is a history lesson for you Negros. Carpentry. They're all the man known as Jesus was a carpenter. The highest form of carpentry was in the land of the bow, which is the Nubian. You Shaka Zulu, Southern Bantu. Peace, go good. He telling you right here. Like, but then here, look, listen to this one. But it was the eater of my food that made insurrections against me. So listen, you can feed men because food is for thought and for body. You can feed people food for thought and for body, and the same people you fed insurrections to, those are the same people that the man known as Abraham, Ham, Amenemhet, Aman, Amen, Amen, Numhut, Amenemhet. I'm just saying his name. He was a pharaoh. That's what this book is about. And listen, this is a question for Aaron Robinson. If Abraham and the people in the Bible, just Abraham alone, if Abraham was not African, due to English and the etymology of language, Abraham are three words. What do those words mean? What is a Ab? What is a Ra? And what is a Ham? We all know Ham is the king of Egypt. That's an African. Period. That Ham means hum. It means black. Come. Hum. It's actually a click of the throat, and you say hum like hum. Like when you see the hoisin, it's not koisin, where it's actually hoisin. It's hum. It's like saying sahumet, like which is the feminine energy of the lion, the lioness, the sister of the lioness, sahumet. Sa means spiritual, like seker. Hum, black. Mut, moot. Like you got to realize that, my G. Like this is real information. So y'all don't be dwelling in these books. You got to dwell in the book, bro. You got to. To whom I gave my hands, he created disturbances thereby. They that arrayed them in my fine linen. Niggas who was wearing another man's clothes had a nerve to be running their mouth against a man. Regarded me as a shadow. And it was they that anointed themselves with my spices that enter my harem. What is a harem? A whorehouse, my nigga. a place where your wives be at. He basically letting you know that he let people come in, partake with his women, wear his clothes, his fine spices, eat his food. He gave them knowledge, and they came against him. Bro, this is why you got to keep your peace, bro. The fact that this is the thing. If you ain't ever boxed before, bro, and you run in your mouth, then this is why some of these platforms is just not going to be for me. And when they get to asking me, no, I can't be on this platform because I actually boxed, and that doesn't get any respect on here. But when I'm on Mill City Boxing, they respect boxers. They respect boxers. We on there talking about the same topics, but we are showing respect for people who actually did it. Zab Judah was on there talking about stop the Devin talk. No, I'm not, man. I don't give a fuck, nigga. What you talking about? We talking about technical skill, nigga. If you don't know about it, don't talk. Don't get on here running your mouth, Zab. I don't give a fuck who you think you is. Like, nigga, and niggas be mad because I say I stop. Yes, I've said it multiple times on my videos. I would have stopped these niggas. I damn near was stopping niggas in sparring out here in 3302 Arden Way at Virgil Hunter's gym where Andre Ward used to train at. Fuck is you talking about? If your ass was getting stopped out there, what you think? I'm not gonna stop you in the real, man. Stop it. That's why you have to stop the talking. You gotta just use your common sense, blood. Like you gotta really adhere to what common sense is about. Let there be light. I just housed the spirit. But you really got to stop running your mouth if you don't know. It's very unbecoming. Like, I don't understand. Why would you think you could talk to somebody that's done things that you've never done? And then you want to argue an opinion down their throat, bro. Get out of here with that. We're not going to do that. So that's what happened today. And of course, they kicked me off the platform. Sometimes, man, putting people in their place with truth is just not, it's just not a good thing for people. And that's something that and listen, if you talking to somebody and they tell you you got your truth and I got mine, that's somebody you need to get away from, my nigga. The truth is is the reciprocal fixed by nature. You don't have your own truth, my G. That's a cat. That's not a thing. So when people no, everybody has their own truth. No, it is not. There's one truth. Because no two things can hold the same place at the same time. So you cannot. That's a fact. Yeah, I still be coaching. Like, so saying that, oh, you got your truth, I got no, it's not a thing, bro. It says it right here. And listen, we're in the season of truth. Right here, Ma'at. Listen, this is where in Africa, it's going to tell you about the feminine energy and the feminine. So you can't say that you can't tell a woman no. Due to African law, the feminine energy, the justice system is ma'at. It's a woman with a feather on top of her head. You have to weigh your heart against that. If your heart is not as light as a feather, you get ate up and you got to do it again on the lowest dimension, which is here, because you want to dwell in your emotions, your animalistic intentions. This is what they talk about in these African books. This is what they talk about in all parables in African books. Not dwelling in your animalistic intentions and emotions, gratifying that shit. And it says it right here, the laws of Ma'at. God needs you in order to come into the world. Fulfilling God's need is the highest act of love. And only through your love for God can you fulfill your love for others, become the love of God in the world for the protection of the world. Now, listen, I don't care who you is. You can't denounce that. I'm sorry, bro. That is written up with perfection. And then the truisms of this. The divine law is the likeness of God and the measure of my being. I live it, I live by it. I am it. And I therefore enjoy a life of order and prosperity. How are you in order? Argue. I know truth. It is the reciprocal relationship of things to each other and the whole as fixed by nature. They kicked me off the boxing voice today. Ness said I can't come back until I mature. I don't think he understand what maturity is, my nigga. We dwell in these and boxing, and we compare them. It's very simple. If you in the gym and you know you've been in the gym, there's nothing you're gonna be scared of. You don't see Devin posting and doing anything. Ryan is posting because Ryan wants to get paid maximum dollars for the gate. He's doing a favor for a lot of people. I know truth. It is the reciprocal relationship of things to each other and the whole as fixed by nature. I live by it and am therefore in harmony with the whole. My being is in order and I am the source of harmony to all. Listen, those are the laws of Ma'at, the feminine energy. The feminine energy is the right hemisphere of the brain, which is an integral part of your brain. It's not a segregal part of your brain. It's not an analytic part of your brain. This is a it's a synthetism or a synthesis part of the brain. It brings things together. You need this to analog things. This is what the whole point of what a Baphomet is. A Baphomet, but it's really Baphomet. That's why it has a goat head. Female breast is showing duality. That's why it's saying it's the god of magic. It's pointing up and down. Coagulate. The stars, up and down, alchemical states, the law of correspondence. What are you talking about? This is the law of correspondence, my G. Solve, left brain, masculine energy. Has nothing to do with physical. That's male. Feminine energy, which is magnetism. In Hinduism, Krishna is the feminine energy, the ability to attract blue black. Come on, blood. We got to do better, man. We got to do better in society. We all do. I'm not saying I don't have to do better. But one thing I'm not going to let you do. Heru Huti. A Leo. That's house number 5. Heru Huti is 5. I have 5 knockouts. My spiritual number is 8. That's Sebek. Sebek Ra is the master segregator. Breaks everything down to become something. It's a divinity of God. It's the hot, dry. But a Leo is automatically magnetism, which is feminine. I got balance. What the thing is, when people try to disrupt my peace, I don't let that happen anymore. That's called protecting yourself, protecting your peace. So if you come on a channel to run your mouth about something that you have not done in the public, you are at fault. You are at fault for that. To spend your money to get on there and negatively talk about somebody is foolishness. They're clearly gonna like, listen, blood. You can kick me off. Listen, when I pull out the mic and I get to talking loud, that's when you can't cut me. That's why you had to cut me off. That's why I had to bring the mic back out. When the mic come out, then you gotta chill. Ain't gonna be no, yeah, you ain't you're not about to just be scary, talk at it scary. I'm just gonna go into the mic. I'm gonna get closer to the mic and then I'm gonna get louder. And my voice is louder than their voice. Like they don't got the lungs I got. So yeah, no, all that coming in here talking about I don't care what you did and I don't do, man, bro, you bugging.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Like you gotta be. You gotta be. You listen, you gotta be. You gotta be legally blind. Like, nigga had to make his eyes straight. You gotta be legally blind. So, rules for the chat. Like, and when you're going forward through life in general, you do not judge a man and not take heed to. No, listen, do what you will. Do what you will. But as a suggestion, I would not, this is a double negative, but I would not listen to a person or a people who has experience in the acumen that they're articulating. Those are bars. To do that would be ignorant. And to do it would be ignorant. And then to keep the ignorance going, you're either going to distort to shift blame, distort to satisfy sensual emotions and passions, once nothing has a sensual emotion and passion in it as itself. That's a law of Africa. Nothing has a just, it's things that go deeper than that. And if you're concealing truths to avoid to take a loss at the expense of others and the environment, like that's Satanism, bro. That is not of God. That you're choosing to follow a different path. Those are the 3 rules of Satanism. No matter what you say, you can say what you think in your mind. It means nothing. It's already been written down and published. So I'm just here to as the messenger. So you can't, you could be mad at who you want, but I'm just a messenger, bro. Ain't that what Muhammad was saying? May peace be upon him. I'm just a messenger, bro. I'm Hamza. I'm just a messenger. He say, Dylan says, you play fight night. No, I don't play fight at all, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I never played video games like that, bro. I wanted to fight. Like I'm not, no, bro. I'm not playing no games. There are no games to play, my G. You feel what I'm saying? Subscribe and hit the bell icon. You got to. Brother, what's that?
What's that, brother?
That's what I be having to tell these. Like, bro, are you serious? Shout out to the 1212 in the chat. Hit the cash app, man. Hit the cash app.
What's that? What's that, brother? Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
And that is why I got kicked off. Everybody has a God in them. And one thing I'm not going to do is be disrespected. You can't, you disrespecting me. You're actually disrespecting the God in you and me. And somebody has to protect it. And it's not going. So that was what happened today, man. Niggas told me that, kicking me off his John because I'm immature and the fans gonna attack me. And hey, my nigga, I'm not here for that. I'm here to talk boxing, my nigga. You doing any attacking? You bugging, my nigga. You're bugging, my nigga. Like it don't make no sense. Like I'm not here for that. You gotta chill. We not doing that. Especially if you never boxed. Now I guarantee if I went on there and said some things, people would have been like, damn, you wrong. Nigga was mad because I start saying, man, your kids gonna be hoes. Man, you gonna talk about a man's kids? Listen, he ain't talking. He put his own kids in harm's way. That's what people gotta understand, bro. Like, know who you dealing with. See, you know who not to deal with because you know you putting your family at risk. Or do you? You gotta know who to deal with, or you putting your family at risk. It makes sense. Come on, bro. Like, know who you dealing with. Man on the thing talking about, I'm gonna tell my kids that Canelo will always be a duck and this and man, shut up. Shut up. Because on here ducking bill collectors. Got the nerve to be talking about another man ducking somebody. Nigga, you ducking bill collectors. Like, stop the cap, my G. Leo, it's a mad cap. That's what I'm saying. It's Capistrani. How do you feel about it? Because you're a little Leo. Leo's not happy about it, my G. So listen, before you decide to run your mouth about something you never done, think twice, slow your roll, and don't be so quick to throw your opinions out there. Don't be so quick to throw an opinion out there. I've been saying that for a long time. Do not be so quick to get some opinions out. It's not intelligent. It's just not intelligent. If you have any intelligence, your opinions can be considered theories because they include some fact. That's why it's called a hypothesis. Hypo. It means a low form of a hypothesis. A low thesis. It's basically an opinion. You don't even listen, bro. This is the crazy part. That was learned in elementary, 1st through 12th grade. Hypothesis, theory, scientific fact, however the order it go in. But a hypothesis is a low thesis statement. That's easy. Just like you have a hippocampus of the brain and the neo over top cortex. It was the last to develop, and it's the reasoning part of your brain. Right, Leo? You greeting me? Yeah. Yeah, like y'all gotta we only got 10 more seconds. So look, show some love. We in the season of my the feminine energy. It's about truth, law, justice, and order. Be on point with that. One yourself.